wanted to update a lot of you about my other project, which is this 84 turbo sedan that I bought from this gentleman in Michigan and carried across on the ferry. And I'm here in Milwaukee at Bennett Coachworks that's doing this work for me. And I know a lot of you would say, hey Joe, you should have just bought that Arizona car or the California car, and that would be a much better use of money. But the thing is that this car pushes all the buttons for me in terms of the originality, the sedan, the green color, the turbo, you know. And if you hang out on Sobnet for a long time, you're not going to see that many cars, period, that tick every box come up. And if you can see, you know, this car has a lot of this corrosion right here that they're resolving. Very typical. Major surgery going on right here. There's some actual fabricated pieces going on here. Okay. Now the underbody of the car is in great shape, and then I think next is going to come the wheel flares, okay, which are going to come from some other pieces that were purchased from this. Let's see here, we've got, this is Sob Bits, is where some of these pieces came from. Pretty, you know, extensive groups. And then down here, they're treating some of this corrosion on the lower door, which looks to be surface rust. Not going to have to do, hopefully, a splice there. But, you know, the goal is, at the end of the day, this is going to be that Saab 900, which I'm going to make the perfect car, and is going to be the car that kind of becomes my 3-season daily use car. Again, here you see a more kind of finished fix right there. Again, the same corrosion right here. Luckily, it's away from the sort of structural areas that need to be preserved there. But, you know, it's a pretty serious process, and I'll update you when it moves along. Hey, I haven't done an update on the 84 green turbo sedan in a while, but finally things look like they're moving along. This car, honestly, I love this color. Obviously, I'm a big fan of the 4-door sedan, and it's a turbo, and this was like peeling back an onion because I think the corrosion problems were a lot worse. Here you can see the new rear panel finally installed here, which required, here, come on over here. You can look in, you know, the corrosion had eaten all the way over here. You have multiple layers that have to be fixed here. This corner right here, very complex corner of the car that had to be completely reconstructed. If you look in here, and that was multiple pieces, complex stuff that needed to be redone. Here we have repairs going to the fender lips, okay? There were minor patches that were required in a few places here. Okay, moving around the car. You had additional patches that needed to be repaired on this fender too. I came in and did that. Down here, they're actually using a rust converter to get this surface rust. Actually take this down to bare metal, right under on the door right here. On this corner, again, it was rotted out. They did a complete 3-dimensional multi-layer patch system here. I love how we have a Coney gas shot down there. And then you have, on both sides, it was completely rotted out right here. And so they needed to fill in that panel, and then also do a sort of 3-dimensional patch right here, and then go into the fender lip right there.
Anybody that would be interested in that. Sides where you know, how as far in as we were going to go through the rust, and then this is the inner part of that panel here. So I scribed it through here. And this is about as much as you need. I think I'm going to widen it out a little bit because I have to cut it into it yet.
And then you're gonna seam weld it though.
With this since we haven't cut this piece yet, I'm wondering if your preference would be we cut it 3/4 of an inch long and just plug weld it rather than butt weld it, and that would cut out some of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Because
I
in
told him
reality,
that.
the lapping, creating a lap joint is not going to be a problem there at all. This right here, I mean, honestly, this is like, and this is a structural part of the car too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, your torque box all ties in right there.
where does water come out of this? Is that actually a weep hole right here? I mean,
the little square that's there.
Yeah.
There was a little rubber plug in there.
okay. But,
He's talking about right
but
here.
in here, like, so,
Oh,
so if
okay.
moisture traps, does moisture escape right there?
It could. I would
Okay.
imagine.
All right. All right, we've got an update. We finally are off the rack. And we are doing really the finishing here. You know, they completely welded in replacements on these lips. Actually, the surface on the underside, they sliced it all the way around and added new metal in there. Doing the prep work. If you look at the really important area right here, it's completely rusted out. It's almost prepared for paint right here. It's really getting there. You know, this interior is in beautiful condition. The original interior still has the original radio, which is key for me. Power windows, power locks, everything works. Sunroof works, doesn't leak. I am gonna have to do this roof liner again, but I'm gonna have to find a material that exactly matches the original material on this one. Look at this. This rubber actually looks pretty good, the original rubber on these seals.
You need that one?
So the plan here, I don't want to deal with the rubber around the windows or anything. We're going to keep the original paint above this trim mark and only paint it to match it below. Then buff and blend it in to keep as much original paint as possible. We'll see how that works. Picked up a lot of dust. The seats, original seats, are in really beautiful condition.